Regional director of the National Labor Relations Board, the NLRB, ruling that scholarship football players at Northwestern University are employees of the school and they have a right to unionize and fight for things like, well, negotiated health care coverage, larger scholarship funds, other benefits. So how could this impact schools and college sports nationwide? Mercedes Colwin, Fox News legal analyst. David Schwartz, defense attorney and former prosecutor. All right, every time the NLRB issues a decision, I automatically assume it's wrong. And you?
A lot of folks say the very same thing. First of all, it's very politicized. The board is generally very politicized. They are appointed by the government, so by the U.S. government.
Extremely liberal at this point.
Extremely liberal. There has been a lot of shifts, especially in this administration. But the real issue is these are employees. How many institutions can you honestly say that there's nothing that the employee can bring to that institution other than just work for the institution? Here, they're not working for the institution. They're getting an education. And certainly they're going to graduate with a degree. They can't possibly be characterized as an employee. Other institutions, employees go in, they work for the benefit of the institution, not in this case.
You know, David, these scholarship football players say we deserve more. What they're getting actually is priceless. I mean, this is a private institution. I don't know offhand what this particular university cost, but a lot of private universities, and believe me, I know this all too well, it's about $60,000 a year. You're talking about $250,000 for an education that is invaluable.
I think that's a different issue. I think it's apples and oranges right here.
Issue.
No, I don't think so, Greg. The bottom line is these are laborers. They're on the field, okay? The school is making hundreds of millions of dollars.
Don't they want to be there?
They're on the field.
Laborer?
It's beyond the scope of their education, all right? So once it's beyond, it's a very simple issue. It's beyond the scope of their education. They're putting in 40 to 50 hours of work for the school on the football field so the school could make huge profits. And then, therefore, they're clearly allowed to a collective bargaining situation.
David,
I think it's common sense.
Only about 10% of Division I schools actually make a profit on this, which means 90% don't. A lot of them lose money on this thing.
They lose money, plus it goes directly to your point. They're getting a $300,000 education. What other employees, what other company anywhere in the U.S. says, by the way, my employees, when they started, they're going to get a free education, they're going to get a degree, and they're going to go out and they can be much more marketable. Nothing like that here.
You know, the Wisconsin, I've been so impressed in the NCAA tournament, Wisconsin Final Four, the Badgers. These guys are great student athletes. They are students first. And they're, by the way, you know, look at their transcripts. That proves it. Here's Scott Walker, who is the governor of Wisconsin. Take a listen.
I just think it's one of those things that's kind of ridiculous. You know, I think it makes sense that athletes are offered scholarships.
Aren't they students first, athletes second?
Well, it's a case-by-case situation. You mentioned before, 90% of the programs don't make money. That's true. That's why each case is different. That's why each collective bargaining situation is different. But you can't say where these players generate hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue for NCAA schools all over the country, where they put 40 or 50 hours. This is not an academic function.
What's the benefit? What's the benefit? Why do you need a union for these students?
But they may not.
They don't need a union.
No one.
Historically, unions have been there because the employees have been mistreated at some level.
Wait.
But these students are not being mistreated.
This decision basically says they don't have to have a union. They have the right to enter into a collective bargaining situation.
Exactly. They're going to turn around. Once the students know you can unionize, fantastic.
I think most people think this has been an injustice for a long time.
David?
These guys are on the field playing. It's not an academic
situation. Athletes are going to start demanding, I deserve a luxury suite at the Ritz-Carlton when I travel. I want a limousine. I want first-class airfare. And the flip side of it is you drop a pass, you're fired.
Sure. I mean, there is that flip side. But here, these students are not being mistreated. There's certainly their arguments. They can bring lawsuits against these universities. They don't need to be unionized.
Yeah, what about the safety of the students? What about safety issues going forward?
They can still sue, though, David.
They should have a right to have a union.
They still have their rights. It's not being taken away.
During a football game, who are they going to sue?
You know what? If they want to make money, let them join the NFL or the NBA. If they want to make money,
you can't just join the NFL. Most of these players
don't. And that's the point. Many of them just aren't good enough to actually earn what they're demanding.
Absolutely. That's
All
why
right.
they should be compensated properly.
David
now.
Schwartz, Mercedes Cohen, good to see you both. Good
Thanks,
to
Good to
Greg.
see you.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Mercedes.
Very fiery discussion. Art?
I like it. Very good, Greg. Thank you.